Do not let the religious people beat up on you, because spirituality was a gift from God. Religion is a gift from man. Hey, yo, peace, it's your man, El Judge, man, coming right back at you with some of that real talk real fast, man. Yeah, man, do not let the doggone religious people sit there and make you feel uncomfortable about being spiritual. Because before there was a religion, there was spirituality. Because man slowly began to get a understanding of how things worked around him. So man dealt with the spirit of God, because everything in existence is of God. And everything in existence comes from this imagination of God. And we live in the spirit of God, all of us and all things. So we started to get an understanding of that. But then there was someone who did not want us to be one with God. So they came at us with this thing called religion. And with religion, it came demons. Oh, I mean, I don't mean demons. It came demands. Demands came with religion. And these demands told you you are not to question the doggone religious authority, in which they call God. The demand said you are not allowed to study any information outside of this book. The demands said that you are to give part of your currency onto the doggone church. The demand said that slave, obey thy master. These were demands that were placed upon the masses that came from the church. The church has been a problem, and the church has been feeding the people moldy bread. And that moldy bread has infected the people, and then in time they've gone around and they have infected others. So it's going to come a time in which you, prodigal child, it may come a time where you may have to return to the church. Not to be as they are in the church, but to bring new information so you can raise the Lazarus up out of the church. When I say the Lazarus, I mean the mentally, physically, and spiritually dead. Well, not physically, but the spiritual dead that exists within the church. And it may come a time to where you may have to infiltrate the church and then gain your position in the church, and then you feed the people the good bread. Give them the good knowledge. Because those are our loved ones in the church, and we're supposed to love them where they are, but we do not go down the same road that they're going. Because once you step into this light, there is no going back. There is no going to sleep. How do you sleep when the lights are on? You have to be very exhausted. The church and the war between the church and spirituality has been going on for a very long time. When they created this character that they call Jesus, you know what I'm saying? They gave you this crucifixion story. Listen, crucifixion. The word fiction is in the story. They gave you this crucifixion story to put fear into the spiritual people. So the spiritual people said, yeah, basically this is what they were saying. You can go around and feed the masses if you want to. You can go around and heal the sick if you want to. You can go around and give the people spiritual science if you want to through your parables. But I am telling you, what we're going to do to you if we catch you, we're going to crucify you. So it made people scared. They like, and isn't that backwards? Shouldn't people have been trying to be more like Jesus instead of taking the demands or dealing with the demands of the church? Can't figure that out. But they scared the people, man. The religious set has the religion rewritten legends. If you look it up in the book, it's going to tell you something else. But I am telling you where the word comes from. Rewritten legends. They took old stories and rewrote them and passed them on to us. Religion. The religious set has been an enemy of spirituality, and it has been an enemy of God this whole time. Anything that speaks against the oneness of God or of people being of the undivided, anything who speaks of that is considered as a pagan to the doggone church. And I'm not really trying to beat up on the church people, but in a sense, I am trying to beat up on you, because you've turned you think your loved ones turned their back on you because they went down the path of spirituality, but in honesty, you have turned your back on them a long time ago by not questioning and not getting an understanding. The spiritual system that was set up, us getting an understanding on how God operates, the only way we got to get an understanding on how this thing called God somewhat operates in our favor or against us is by asking questions. You do not walk with blind faith. You can't afford that anymore. The blind faith that was given onto the people has now backfired, and now we have a generation of people who have absolutely no morality, because the kind, loving God who they've preached about in the Bible has proven itself not to be that, because man, with his eyes, he sees the negative things that happen in this world. And they often ask, well, why would God let that happen? Then they say, well, it must not be a God, because I keep seeing bad stuff happening. So now that they have no faith in this thing that man calls God, now they've turned their back on morality. And now they have become a threat and a danger onto the masses. This is something that can be repaired, but we're going to have to step up and become one, and then figure this thing out and repair it. And us just talking about it right now, this is our first step. This is your man, El Judge, going on 60 minutes. Peace and blessings. I'm out.